Hi everybody. My name is Tiffany. I am the vet tech at Northwoods Humane Society, and I just wanted to take a moment to talk to you about a special cat that we now have up for adoption. Bellamy. He was picked up by me from Otter Lake Animal Care Center after he awaited out his stray hold. He was initially found in a farmer's field. He was live trapped. At some point, from what I understand, someone tried to use a rabies pole on him, which if you don't know what that is, it's a long pole that has a cable running through it and there's like a noose at the end. They typically use that to restrain aggressive dogs for the dog's safety and for yours. Well, someone tried to use it on the cat as well, and he was extremely traumatized. So he came to Otter Lake Care Center. They had him there for, I believe, 7 days. They could not handle him. They couldn't touch him. They had to use gloves when they would do anything with him. So I saw the video, the plea for him to get into rescue, and I was like, I like angry cats. I want to take him. So our wonderful boss here at Northwood, she agreed to take him. I went and picked him up. That day, I was able to get his full exam done very slowly. Basically, we had him in his little travel kennel. I had to keep a blanket on him at all times, covering his face. But very gradually, we were able to get everything done. Now, Bellamy, he came in as an intact, not neutered male, probably 2 to 3 years old. He had the worst case of matting on his back, his whole body, that I had ever seen. His mats were hard and thick, like hard like a tortoise shell, basically. Extremely uncomfortable for him. Unfortunately for him, he had a long way to come personality-wise. Then he got sick, so we weren't able to get him neutered right away. I figured out a way to keep him medicated without us having to handle him so much, so he could come around at his own pace. He got better, thankfully, and during that time, he was starting to come around and believe that us humans weren't so bad. So we were able to go get him neutered, and they were able to completely shave him, aside from his head, tail, and his feet and his legs. But they were able to shave him under sedation. Since then, he's really come around. He's still a very shy cat. He's not super thrilled about change, but he's come around to the point now where if you walk into the room and you say his name, Bellamy, he'll come up to the front of the kennel and kind of meow and kind of want your attention a little bit. I did try bringing him into an acquaintance room. The other day, I was able to carry him throughout the whole building. I knew he would kind of freak out just a little bit once I got him in there, so at the end of the room I had an open kennel waiting for him, which he then sought out safety for that. He did go into that, and I laid on the floor with him for about 30 to 40 minutes just petting him. Excuse me. But he did really well. We don't know if he's ever been in a home before. It's quite possible that he was someone's barn cat that was just living outside for his entire life. But he has come around to learning to trust humans. I haven't seen any aggression or anything towards other cats or dogs in the shelter. Of course, once he goes into a home, he will need to be very slowly acclimated, I think. Starting him out in a small room, just letting him come to you, and I think he will with time. He really does love to be pet. He doesn't necessarily like your hand going over his head, but he loves under the chin scratches, and he'll slowly just kind of crawl to the front of the kennel and let you pet him and kind of roll over on his side. And quite honestly, he's a cat that I've grown very attached to, so that is why I'm making this video. I do hope that we can find an appropriate home for him and someone can appreciate him for the sweet boy that he is. If you have any questions, you can contact Northwoods at 651-982-0240. Those questions can be directed to me if need be, but any of our staff should be able to talk to you about him. Thank you for watching, and I hope you consider bringing Bellamy into your home. Thank you. What do you think? You sitting up and looking around? He's a good boy, buddy. He's a good boy. It's so scary. They can't get you. No, they can't get you. Good boy, buddy. It's not so scary.